playoff train, folks, is ready to run right through. I visit California. First up for the visitors. 5 as a group has started a game this year.
10 or more. Let's see what they do against.
Wallace will bring it across to Dort. Wiggins had an ocean against Jaylen Brown, who draws the assignment on him. Shot clock at 10 for Wallace. Dort made a bunch of threes in the first meeting against these two teams, in the previous run as well against Denver a couple of nights ago. Tatum out top, being guarded by Wiggins. Shot clock at 7 for Jaylen Brown. Left that on the front rim, and Horford with an offensive rebound. Tatum for 3, wide open. Thunder with a little bit of pace into the front court. Dort using that big body
to have an impact on the defensive end. That time he discarded Derek.
Tatum now 0 for. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They're the leading scorer in the NBA this year. Through the contact, got the second one to go.
Driver, in fact, the most prolific driver in the league right now.
Tatum back to Brown. Spins by Wallace, elevates. Everything but the bucket that time from the other way. Holmgren, coming off his worst game of the season a couple of nights ago, had it knocked away, retrieved it. Holmgren had just 8 points on 3 of 11 against Denver a couple of nights ago, but stick SGA. Horford switches onto him. Good hands by Horford. Man, he peeled him clean.
This is what this guy does.
White with a quick sit dribble back to Brown. Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. One more. Holiday pulls. And at 20 into the ball game for the Celtics. They're 0 for 5. Cason Wallace with a little bit of jelly at the rim, and a timeout called by Joe Mazzulla as the Thunder jump out to a 9-0
White.
See what the Celtics do out of the timeout. Tatum out top off the Horford screen. Holmgren switches onto him. Horford open from deep, and he rings one up.
Do that and still get out and guard the 3. Al Horford got a pretty clean look at it.
And number 1 in the NBA in allowing points in the paint defensively. Brown trying to stick with SGA. He rocked him that time and finished at the rim.
Wow. Wow.
11-3 lead for the Thunder. In the first meeting between these two games, it was neck and neck until the game's final 6 minutes. Into the corner, Holiday out to Brown. Lines up the seams and left it short. Here's Tatum. Horford made the last one. That's 2 in a row.
I got to tell you, Mark, the level he has played at all year has been special. Moving the ball consistent, and now he's got that 3-pointer going.
Dort one more. One more to Holmgren. Had it blocked. Horford got a piece of it. Holmgren got to carry him and lays it home. But lead back up to 7. Early post up for Horford. One more to Tatum. Unselfish basketball results in an open 3. And White cashes out.
Exactly what you have to do. This is a young, but the ball moves faster than their feet.
And nobody moving faster than SGA right now. Gets another prolific start with 6. White pulls again. That's 2. Interesting to know these two teams. Boston went 9 for 8 because this is a team that is in the top 10 in 3-point shooting field goal percentage.
First in makes, first in attempts, both at historic levels, Boston. I wouldn't play the dare game with them.
On the rebound, that follow a little bit off the mark by Wiggins. White pushing the break to Holiday. Got his feet set. At pace now here in the opening quarter. Wiggins on the cross. Spin. Had it knocked loose, and who's there? The ubiquitous.
He's aging like Benjamin Button.
Backwards. Tatum. Man, he spun Holmgren around. Couldn't convert the 3. They'll have another opportunity. Here's Brown. Inside Horford with position. Did a great job moving his feet.
Mark, they continue to isolate him 23 times, and he met the challenge on almost every single one.
Wow.
Longevity is no accident. He's been working towards being an Iron Man for a big chunk of his career. You know, while Tatum and Peyton Pritchard have admitted to stealing parts of, Al's daily routine, Horford has been mirroring others for a while, picking the brains of every minutes of stretching as much as he can to stay in what Tatum describes as the perfect shape for this game.
50 less minutes than Kristaps Porzingis. And I think I could make the case, as Derek gets another one to go, that if Al Horford, as it is,
it would look a lot different. I would agree with that. Meanwhile, Derek White has scored the last 9 in a row for the Celtics. Holmgren got it to go. No foul.
Yeah, the Celtics bench irate. I have to be honest, I thought it was a good no call, but I mean, we'll get the benefit of the second look, I bet.
Tatum on the pick and pop to Horford and rattles home another. A downpour of three-point shots already by the Celtics. They've made 6. White with the rebound.
That possession.
Oh, White spinning and draws the foul on Holmgren. Oh, Derek White with consecutive threes draws the foul. That or much drop off, if at all, when Tatum rests a game or Brown misses a game. Right now, and Hauser, who had a big 33-point night against Utah, more than capable. First tie of the ball game at 19, and the Thunder turn it.
Continues to compete.
Jason Tatum is yet to score. White rebounded by Hartenstein. Dort facing Tatum off the drag, open from deep. Folks, that is who he is right now. Don't question his three-point shooting. He's shooting at about 40% on the season, but that is not an aberration over the last couple of years, Doris.
Listen, when you shoot it that way for 3 straight years, at some point do people adjust? They continue to basically dare him to shoot it.
Jason. Jaylen Brown off the mark. Got it back. Cross step. One more to Tatum. Open from deep. Cash. With just under 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Tatum tried to top block Gilgeous-Alexander, who drew the foul on Cornette.
They were running a little flex action on the baseline. Mark is amongst the league leaders in free throw attempts. This guy is the master at driving.
Yeah, that's he is the only player in the NBA at this seed. The only player in the league that is in the top 5 in both youngest team in the NBA. Here's Pritchard in the ball game. Leading candidate for 6th man of the year, loses it. Gilgeous-Alexander sprays it to Dort. Side step 3 on the way. And Hauser, who checked into the ball game with the board. Knocked down 7 3 balls. They tilt the floor against Tatum. The double comes. Pritchard fires. Already here in the first quarter. Torrey Craig from deep. And that entails a lot of different things, a lot of moving parts. Kenrich Williams from the corner, got it.
Well, I think you've seen in the West that they have. You can experiment a little bit.
Pritchard knocks down the 3. Defending Gilgeous-Alexander got to the office and checks in with the turnaround. Speed. Pritchard snakes the screen. Boy, look at Dort face guarding Tatum, Doris, out near midcourt.
Yeah, look at the ball denial on Peyton Pritchard. Your offense is going nowhere. You got a second left.
He just got it off in time, and that's a good sequence defensively for the #1 defensive team in the NBA. Isaiah Joe to Williams, one more SGA. And the turnover. Hartenstein couldn't find the target. It'll be Boston basketball down by 3. Just their 3rd turn.
They are 2nd in the league in turnovers per game. Or excuse me, they are first. Boston 2nd.
2 statistically great teams on the floor tonight battling. In a potential NBA Finals preview. Dort off the steal. Craig took it right back. Sam Hauser from deep. Cornette inside. Fouled. Body strewn across the lane. Kenrich Williams. Let's take a look at tonight's national TV. Celtics seeded 7, followed by Lakers Nuggets at 9:30. ABC Jimmy Butler. Are you?
You're not surprised.
No, not at all.
I'm going to say
it's a good fit.
To have the record they had with him out of the gates, I'm going to be honest, I did not. I mean, I thought they'd be better for sure, but they're 9-1 in their last 10. They've won 5.
Cornet screen. Dort with the contest. Tatum says it doesn't matter. His second field goal of the ball game, both from deep. Many threes as they did in the entire game in the first meeting. Fourth. And the third best offense. Craig all over Joe. And there's going to be a foul called against the Celtics. Hauser and Craig both have their palms pointed skyward. With .1. So it'll be 3, foul 4, and 7 on the road this year. Joe coming off just a 3-point game.
Celtics 22 3-point attempts, second most in a quarter in history. Incredible.
Pace on offense. I thought we'd get some pretty good stops. They made some tough shots. Got to clean up the rebounding.
Yeah, and they shot 22 threes in that first quarter. How, if at all, do you want to see your coverage change on the 3-point line?
I mean, we just want to contest it. You're not going to prevent this team from shooting threes. That's what.
Well, speaking of threes, Cassidy, Derek White knocking down another one. He's up to 13 on the night with 4 threes. Holmgren got Cornet up in the air and took air.
Well, to Cassidy's point, I thought the first one was a great question. Nap changer. He's missed a ton of time, but to be able to isolate him as an option secondary to Shea.
In progress with Hartenstein at the 5 and Holmgren at the 4. And interestingly enough, this is the
to the back-to-backs, the 3 and 4, 4 and 5, etc. But for Chet, this is growth.
Sudden Sam Hauser off the mark from deep. 1-point Thunder advantage. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander beginning the quarter on the bench, and off the turnover, here's Pritchard, surveys, pops clutch, and that's going to be goaltending. Man, did he, a couple of years ago, expressed his desires for more playing time and a bigger role, and has subsequently been rewarded as Hartenstein gets the jump hook to go. Brown back with pace. Jang on Pritchard, an audacious 3.
He gets a lot of separation, though, with his handle.
If you watch Peyton Pritchard play ones against some of the better players on the Celtic team, you're not surprised by his ball handling skills and his offensive bag. Holmgren with 10 after that shot. White inside, lacerating the lane, comes off to Cornet with the tip.
Boy, Cornet, well for the Celtics.
Doris, how important has he been for them this year?
Massive.
We were talking about it during the break that Porzingis has missed a significant amount of time this season.
Massive, Mark, but the luxury of having
out. On the keep action, Hartenstein put his chest right through Cornet.
I know, but like that's your skilled enough, and their skill set's complementary. I mean, I like that action by OKC.
Thunder back up by 4. Brown sprays it out to White from deep again. And Holmgren with the board. Jang into the front court, being guarded by Pritchard. Dribble handoff over to Wallace. Got it over Cornet. Oh, he pulled out the giant killer. Off glass for the bucket, the lead up to 6. The Thunder in the midst of a 9-2 run when we come back to TD Garden.
So normally this would be his time to command the offense, and yet they're winning the battle here. It's very significant.
A little bit of a zone look, it appears, by the Thunder, but doesn't matter for Jaylen Brown. A practicing Muslim observing Ramadan like many around the world with his first field goal just a moment ago.
So this bounce game I mentioned, but he also can score from 3. He can also get to the mid-range. One-on-one in the free throw line. One dribble to beat a guy. I'll take Chet Holmgren.
Nice bounce back game so far for him. Pritchard with the snatch back dribble. Went off of Cornet's hand. Right to Holmgren. Cornet fell. They've got 5 on 4, but it's not. Brown made all the key plays in their win against the Jazz a couple of nights ago. On the drive over Hartenstein. Tipped up, no good. And Approaching 7.5 to go in the opening half. Nice cut by Jang and got it to go off glass. Wonderful.
We saw them run a little two-man game a few possessions ago. You're essentially with Jang playing three bigs, and now you're in the zone. They're all at the bottom.
Brown elevates. Travers as well. Holiday open for deep. White couldn't get the tip. And Kenrich Williams. Hartenstein drives it on Horford, and that's going to be a push-off on Williams. It's lower back. It's going to be his second personal foul.
He's waving and pointing, trying to make sure everybody's on point with the coverages.
They flash Brown to the free throw line, and that comes off. Williams lost the handle, then got it back. Goes up through the contact.
His body and making Derek adjust as the defender.
Clearly caught him on the arm as Williams, symbolic of several of those specific yet prolific role players they have on this team. Hartenstein, and he said, Mark, I've never seen so many young guys so professional in my career. And that's a professional.
He's getting target practice threes.
Tatum with the rebound off the miss. Horford on the break. Brown has post-up position, and he's going to commit the second quarter. White switches onto him. Williams tries another three. That one comes off as well. Celtics have a 3-on-2. Brown filling the lane. One more to Holiday, wide open. Butter. Made field goals. Joe got a bird and knocked down the three.
And easy from Isaiah Joe.
Another one of those guys shooting right at 40% from deep on the season for Oklahoma City. Their lead up to 6. White with the empty corner two-man game with Jaylen Brown. Here's Tatum. Holmgren trying to guard him. Quick shot him with the left. 8 points of the ball game. Joe with another show and go. This one comes off. They'll have another chance. Dort with a loose ball rebound. SGA for three. And we're going to have a cross. Brown looking to get position inside. They come to Holiday. And one and done. Gilgeous-Alexander working against Drew Holiday. Little ball screen action. OKC likes to run. Wiggins around the world against Brown. And Horford clears. White moving quickly. Horford for three.
5 from deep. A little ball fake left.
Gilgeous-Alexander over Tatum.
Tonight as we march closer and closer to the playoffs.
Guys are competing. It feels like a game that could happen in the middle of June here on ABC. White lost his balance. Brown back out to Tatum. Dort runs him off the three-point line. Tatum!
Wow.
Decision making, Doris. We've watched it really grow precipitously over the last year. Horford again. Now Horford on a heater with 4 threes already. Holmgren with 9 rebounds. Caught that one coming in hot. And what a conversion by the big. Tatum rejects the screen. Back out to Horford on the drive. Tatum with a little clean. Tatum with 12. They run 2 at SGA. And they peel him clean. White got back tapped. And it comes off to the Thunderweb numbers. Wiggins sprays it out to Dort. From deep. Got it.
Wow. Tail off to make himself legit.
Doris, you and I were in the bubble when he was a smaller role player. Tatum knocks down the three. We're going to have a foul against Boston and Jaylen Brown.
But also, the official sees is him hitting the deck.
Right. Not
Out SGA and the fouls.
I know Jaylen Brown is a strong dude. Remaining first half. OKC back to zone. The zone buster. Tatum detonates late in the half. He's got 18. Hartenstein with the tip.
Guys are holding in that instance. You can be mad all you want.
A little bit tattered after that last exchange. Around the Horford screen. Wallace trying to stick with him. Tatum inside. Back out to Horford for three. Off against Brown. No whistle. Oh, he got it to go. SGA on the JOB.